Okay, so this line here represents the level at which there's a separation. This area above the line represents the knowing about separation, but the knowing about connectivity and collectiveness. The soul area, where the soul resides in some ways, but the soul also resides within the individual in this area or level, which is also separate and aware of separatism, but does not clearly identify or understand the connectivity. And that is part of the awakening. When you wake up, when you start to wake up to this connection, you connect with it, you converse with it, you commune with it, you learn with it. That all souls, all entities are connected. Then this line begins to blur. It's of no real significance anymore. This is an aspect of becoming sovereign in your awareness to this connection of the sovereign integral network to which we're all a part of. Now the brain see, I don't know whose brain that is, but anyway, it's not the best tool for drawing, but it's okay. There's a brain, left, right hemispheres, blah blah blah. We've all got one in this skull of ours here, connected to the spine, blah blah blah. We all know this science. But there's another science, of the science of vilification, which takes the brain and says the brain cannot be trusted. Skeptics use this argument to disprove the spiritual minded people and their philosophies regarding their experiences, blah blah blah, that it's all in the brain and the brain can't be trusted. It's a tricky thing. The mind is powerful, cannot be trusted. However, you're using your mind every moment of your awakening day. Of course, we could say you're using it while you're asleep too, but that's beside the point. The you that we're referring to is, again, something that's on many levels. So, if it's just purely you're thinking you're the form, and that is you, then that's the level you're at. That's how you identify yourself, and that's about the size of it. If you identify the other aspects or levels as being part of you, which the Wingmaker's materials give adequate information regarding for your brain to have a look at, try to understand these connections. Ultimately, the oversoul or the higher self, the first source, is interested in being fully operational within the form, within the physical universe. Fully operational. That requires that this you here redefines what you are, and you can't do that while you're troubled by such things, such philosophies as your mind cannot be trusted. Your mind is an instrument, a tool, and it can be trained or retrained not to think dualically, not to think separately, and to bring and by doing that to open up the channels where first source, through those various layers, can live more fully through the instrument. It's pretty simple, really. Seems that there's a message going out there that some people are not up to the task. They want out. Well, I guess that's fine. We'll see what 2012 does in that regard.